Hello everyone and welcome to a new 3D Artcore tutorial. This time we're going to UV map and texture something a little bit different but also easy enough and in a way that you will be able to understand and follow. So I'm going to create a polygon cube, okay? And I'm going to scale this up, and what we will create is sort of a, I don't know, like a button on top of a plate, like a red button. So what I will do here is I'm going to take this face first, and well, you know what, not that way. I'm going to right click, choose edge. Let's grab this edge, edge ring utilities, control right click, edge ring utilities to edge ring and split. And then with this split in the center, shift right click, bevel edge. So you need to make sure it's, you know, been selected, loop selected. I'm going to take this edge, control right click, edge ring utilities to edge ring and split. And then with that selected, by default it's selected because I just created it. We can bevel it, shift right click bevel it, and let's move these into place. I'm creating an inner frame for the top face here, okay, like so. And with that done, I'm gonna create another edge that will cross at the center here. Control right click on this edge and edge ring utilities to edge ring and split. And I'm going to take multi-cut tool and I'm going to click here and there and right click to close this. Click here and there and close this. Okay. Right click, choose vertices, switch to selection tool, grab this vertex, shift right click, chamfer it, and I want to make a very precise circular. So I'm going to take a polygon pipe like so. I'm going to right click. Well, before that, I'm going to change here to 8 subdivisions. Now, it's not a modeling tutorial, but I still want to take you to the process for creating this. Now, I know I'm speeding things up, but if you don't know any of these, please go and watch the beginner guides for modeling. It will be much easier that way. I'm going to delete these, and with this here, I'm going to modify center the pivot for it first. Let's turn on wireframe on shaded, hold down the V key and snap it down there. I'm going to take the box face here, delete it, and I'm going to grab all the vertices in the middle here and stretch them to about that. Open them up with the scale tool. Oh, this is weird. Okay, I selected this here, so this is why it happened. Now I can scale this and it will open, but flat. See? Doesn't raise up. So with that open, I can grab now this, scale this up a little bit that way, and now I'm going to take both of them, mesh combine, right click, choose vertices, well, sorry, mesh tools. If you don't know how to model this, don't worry, I will leave you a link for this somewhere today, hopefully, and you will be able to, you know, follow this tutorial on how to UV map this particular shape. So you will have something to exercise on. Okay, so now I'm grabbing this edge and I'm gonna extrude it out like so. And with that done, I'm gonna go over mesh, fill hole. This will fill this hole. I'm gonna grab this and mesh poke it. Edit mesh poke. Okay, so there you go, sort of a button. I know that it's not really a button, but let's assume that this is a button. I'm gonna add a few edge loops to make sure that everything here is maintained, and one here, one down here. We have all the necessary edge loops here, but I still want to add, let's press 3. Okay, that's fair enough. I'm gonna do something such as this. I'm gonna grab, well, I'm gonna create another edge loop here. All right. No, I don't want to do this. I'm gonna grab this edge and I'm gonna double click on it, loop it, and I'm gonna scale this one to about so. That way I will be able to insert two edge loops here, there, grab this face, double click on that face and extrude it a little bit out, and then extrude it once again, a little bit out, and I'm gonna grab this edge and that edge, loop select them, shift right click, bevel it, and there you go. Maybe I will add one segment, and we have all the necessary loops there, so we can go on and maybe flat this a little bit. It's too high, like so. Okay, let's say that this is some sort of a red button, okay, and we want to texture it, and I don't know, we want to have screws here in this area or whatever, I don't know, some title, don't press, or press me, or whatever here. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna go over the UV map, or first of all, let me edit, delete by type history, and I'm gonna go over the UV map. Let me save this first, so I will have something to upload so you can exercise. So press button, right? And now we can go on and UV texture edit this, and as you can see at this particular shape, things are a little bit more messed up. You can't really understand what is what. So the way that you do this in this particular case is you start by dividing all the same axes of your model. So what I mean is you take these faces here, sorry, I moved it. Take these faces here, then you go down, you see there, these are at the same position, but we don't want them maybe. Maybe we want only to deal with these there. So basically I'm taking everything that is on top and at the same axis direction. So I can take also those in below and also UV map them. But right now I'm more focused on the top ones, and we will get to the below ones as well. Okay, these, all these faces that are belong to the top, and here the side ones are not that important if you ask me. I mean, if it's very low detail and it's going to be the same color, or I don't know, you want to make sure that you're going to grab them as well. So right now it doesn't matter much if you're going to select those there or these here, because they are very minor parts. But if you want to divide them into different colors, of course you want to make sure that you will have these in different colors, so therefore you're gonna exclude them. So with this selected, as you can see here, these are the ones. What I will do here is I'm going to change my camera view to top here, and I will tell the UV to UV map this camera based. Earlier versions it said based camera. So you do this, and then you will get this UV mapped that way. See? So it's pretty easy. It's the same process goes for everything here. You excluded those. Now you want to maybe exclude those. So let's say I want to exclude these faces here. So I'm gonna take this face, double click on that one, so it will loop select it. Shift select this, shift double click on that, and I'm gonna go in there where you can't really see them and do the same. And because this is a cylindrical shape, what I will do here is I'm going to go over UV and choose cylindrical UV. This will bring us to this. So you switch to Move Tool and you can see it just UV mapped this according to that, and as you can see it's also the same size. So if I'm gonna use the checkered box here, later on you will see that we will have some work with this, but right now it's not too bad. Okay, you can still scale it up, scale it down, and fix this. I don't want to deal with it right now. I'm now mainly focusing on dividing everything that needs to be divided. So I'm going to grab this, double click on that, grab this, double click on that, grab this, double click on that. We have these selected. Okay, nothing else is in the same direction except those strips here basically, but they are cylindrical shape, so I don't want to move them. And what I will do this time, I'm going to go over UV and choose automatic. Automatic is just 4 ways, so it goes like that. And if I'm going to zoom here, you can really see the way that it's done, right? So we have, I'm going to just put it here so you can see it better. It should have been connected. I don't know why it didn't, but oh, I know, because it's not really even here, those frames. So it's like not the same, but it is the same. Okay, right now it's not looking the same, but it is the same. And basically we have this strip here. So this is those strips. You can see it's highlighted whenever I'm selecting them, right? So it's like flipped around. If I'm gonna go over there, it's flipped. So if I'm gonna go here, I can see that it's just flipped the same. So in this particular shape, what we were gonna do here is we're gonna arrange them in one strip. So let me do this that way. I can grab this, control right click to shell. It will select only this box, see? And I'm just moving it just to show you that. But what I will do here, you have option to turn them around. I think that these are the ones. Let's see. Toggle the mode of the UV entry fields. No, I think that it was this. Okay, so you need to click a couple of times. I'm going to put it here. Now I'm going to choose face. I want to make sure that I'm dealing with the correct ones. Okay, this is the one. Now you see here, it should connect. If I'm going to move the camera, if I'm going to choose this here, or maybe the edge here, you can see that this edge connects with this edge. So what I want to do here right now is taking this box and connect it to here. So what I will do is I'm going to switch here to UV, control right click to shell. I'm going to rotate this in this direction because this edge and this edge should be connected. I'm going to move it here and I'm going to lay them on top of each other. Now this is taking a lot of space right now, but just be aware that the size of these are not determined yet. There is a possibility that I will need to go on and really scale those, but of course this is a very, very long strip. Even if I will scale this down or up, it will already cross that 0 to 1 space, so then I will need to use a bigger UV map resolution texture. Now I'm going to do the same here. I'm going to choose this edge right now. Well, this here. So you see this one is connecting with this one. Okay. Now I want to be even more precise here. I want to check not these two, but I want to check that the position here, you see, it should come with this one. Okay, you see it's here highlighted in brown. So that means that it's okay that I will go and take this, control right click to shell, and I'm going to rotate this that way, because that way it will be the correct way to lay them. All right. Now, of course, I can make it one long strip. I don't want to do this. I'm going to move it here, and I'm going to place it above here, above this one. Now, the arrangement is really much up to you. I can't really force you. You need to use your logic and decide what you want to do with that, how you want to lay them. So let's grab this edge here and see where it goes. So this one goes to that one. This is weird because all of them have been turned to the right. This one is turning to the left. So I'm going to switch to UVs, control right click to shell, and I'm going to turn this 90 degrees that way. Hopefully what will happen is that this, the left edge here, will connect with this edge here. This is what I think it should happen, but we shall see. Now, it's really precise work should be, so even if I'm not doing this right now the correct way, go on and do this at the correct way. So this edge has been selected, this one has been selected too. Now if I select this top one here, the top one here should be selected as well, so that's good. That means that I lay them correctly. Now, because this whole strip is going to be the same color, right now I don't really care how these are going to be laid that much. As long that they are organized, that's good with me. Okay, now let's continue with another parts. We have this cylindrical shape. I'm going to take this, double click on that one, shift select this, shift double click on that one, shift select this, shift double click on that one. You can see what it does, right? I'm gonna, well, here I may want to grab this. It will be hard for me to do this, but I'm trying my best. Double click on that one because I selected the other one there, you see, so it's loop selected. Shift select this, shift double click on that one, and same goes to the inner one there. Shift select this and shift double click on that one. So these are the main ones here that I want to select, making sure that they have been selected. And now I can go on and UV and choose cylindrical shape as well. Okay, switch to move tool. Let's move it aside. Now you need to be aware that we have two strips here. So let's grab this one dot, click on one dot, and then control right click to shell and move this out of this one. Okay, if they are going to be the same color, I don't mind that you will keep them on top of each other, and that's okay, right? But if they ain't going to remain at the same color, so you need to make sure you excluded them from each other. Now the thing is, because we selected two strips of faces here and inside, this is why we have two. On those you won't have the same effect, only with these, because I selected two different parts at the same object. Okay, so I hope that makes sense. And now we only need to go on and choose the top ones here. So I'm going to select this, double click on that, shift select this, double click on that, shift select this, double click on that. Everything is good. Let's choose the top view. Top view is helping us. UV, camera based. Oh, you know what? When I'm thinking of this, I'm going to undo that. And I'm going to select everything inside as well. These here. Okay, so this, and double click on that. For some reason I don't have any more edges there, but anyway. Now I'm going to switch to top view. I did Control Z earlier a while after I chose camera based, because I want to fix this selection. So anyway, I'm going to zoom in here, and you can see it lay down correctly. I can move it outside of here, and all I have now is to select the back faces. this, click that, that. I need to choose them one by one. I don't want to select anything else beside those faces. This is the last parts that we need to divide and flatten or whatever it is, wrap. So I'm going to switch to top view, and with the top view you can either go, it's not like it's not a must, you don't need to rotate the camera, you can use the camera view, but I don't know, maybe the best way is to go and choose bottom and see the bottom and then select UV camera based. Okay, so you see this is how it goes. You can switch back here and you can switch back to the camera of the top, but anyway, right now it's the bottom. Just don't forget about the camera if you're gonna start flip around, because why it's that like so, just remember that you switch the camera to the bottom. Anyway, everything laid down correctly now. All we need to do is to apply our checkered and to start and make sure that everything is on the same size. Okay, you can see the inner here are not at the same size of those, so because these are the majority and they are matching each other, like these and these here, we're going to deal only with those here on the cylindrical shape and those inside there, which need to be tweaked a little bit more. Maybe not. Yeah, these here and these here should be tweaked. So I'm going to turn this off for a second. I want to match those. Let's grab these. Sorry, to shell. Okay. And where are their brothers? They have brothers here which are not connected, so make sure you shift select those and control right click to shell as well. So you can see they've selected here. With that, I'm going to apply the checkered box, and I'll simply go on and scale this down so they will meet the same size as these here. See? So it's just need to be scaled down a little bit. As you can see, it meets. I don't want to touch it anymore. So now I only need to deal with these here. So let's turn off the checkered box. I know that these are those. Grab this, control right click to shell. Turn on the checkers and let's mess around with these. Let's squeeze them like so. Like that. Making sure there are cubes. And now I'm relying on these top ones in order to determine how big they should be. So I believe that you see here, these two, it's still smaller than, so I'm gonna scale it down a little bit more. And with that done, well, maybe like so. I'm gonna check these here. I have these, okay, these are, I forgot about them. So let's grab these. To UVs, sorry, to shell. And I'm gonna do the same here. Grab those at the same time and control right click to shell. So use the shift whenever you want to do this. And we're trying to stretch those cubes here. See, like that. Making sure that we are on the same line here. So they need to be at this size. Something like that. Yeah, these are very, very small ones. And if you focus, you'll see that they are not that small, but according to what we have here, this is at least what we need to have in order to match all the checkers to be the same scale. It looks almost like these are a little bit tinier, but I don't care about that. this is not really a problem here. Okay, so I'm going to turn off the checkers. It looks like everything is fine here. I'm going to grab these, bring them to the top here, to these. When it comes to scale, everything here is on scale, so I just need to organize them in sort of a, reasonable way. So let's grab these, control right click to shell. Let's say that the top and the bottom will share the same colors. So two UVs, sorry, to shell. And I can put these and that thing here on top of each other and give them the same colors. So I don't mind, right? And the top is basically a sort of a button, so I don't want this to be there. So I will put it aside here. So this is part of the button, and these are also part of the buttons, if you recall. Okay, let's see. These. Okay, this strip and that cap are brothers. They are the button itself. And these are like the frame of the button. So we don't want this to be touched in different colors. So there are two different circles here. Shell. I'm gonna move these, and I can put them here on top, maybe like so. But whatever I'm doing, making sure that I'm organize it in a way that it's sort of a 0 to 1 space cube here, and with that I can grab everything and simply like so. Okay, so I can grab everything now like that and scale this down. Okay, scale this down and fit this to 0 to 1 space like so. Okay, I could have arranged those better, but arranging, this is what you'll do at your spare time. Okay, not here. No, I'm kidding, guys. Anyway, let's move this here, and here you go. So we've done this. Only thing we have to do is to click UV. We can leave it there, and let's just call it button. And I'm gonna save this on my desktop. Click save, and click OK, right? You can use entire range if you choose to put everything, I don't know. So click OK. Oh, by the way, we have a problem, Houston. We need to make sure it's in object mode. Okay, and then UV snapshot. Let's call this button. Let's go to desktop and let's click save and OK. Thank you very much. So same here. We're gonna go over our beloved UV map output. I'm gonna open it with Adobe Photoshop. Here we go. Everything is according to what we've done, right? And what we will do here is pretty much the same. We're gonna unlock this. I'm gonna take my Magic Wand tool. See, I marked only the background, created a new layer. Here, press X to switch between white and black, and hide this one, and Alt and backspace to make it. You can also not leave it as it is, but do Control backspace and it will be just the same. So as we said, we have this strip. This is belong to the top cap, right? So if I'll turn this on, you can see that this is the top cap and this is the frame of that button. So this is in red, this is in red, the entire stuff we will need to see. So let's turn this back on. Let's take a red brush. So we will make some quick changes. I'm creating a new layer for each color or whatever I'm doing. And sorry about that, the selection is still selected. Let's inverse the selection, and that way we won't go out from our borders. Okay, so I can click here. Well, this isn't bad. I find it odd, but it's painting not the way that I want this to paint. Okay, I'm just messing around with myself here. The best way is to take your new layer, grab this, just select this that way, see where the borders are. Because this is red here, Alt and Backspace will turn this into red. Now, of course, you want this below your template, okay? So that way everything is good. You can also see that we have a problem here with these. So I'm going to select these that way, and I will do this so I don't have any whites on the borders, right? Let's take this. I'm going to create a new layer. For everything, create a new layer. Don't do everything on the same layer. I'm going to change my color here for the text to white. And I don't know, let's call this Buzz. Or Press Me. Let's do it in that way. Press, Enter, Me. Okay, I don't like this. Let's move this backwards. And let's create another one. And let's call this Me. Okay. So all right, so we have this, and this is red, and that's nice, and we can continue. So we have the back areas here, okay? So what we can do here is we can take this entire, with this tool here, this polygon selection tool, I'm gonna mark all this entire box, and I'm gonna paint this in gray color. So let's change here to gray, click OK, and well, let's create a new layer for it. Don't forget new layers every time. This is gray. I'm gonna take a brush, okay, and this brush I'm gonna create a new layer for it, and I'm gonna paint on the same one. Every layer that I want to add, I'm gonna paint on the same thing. Now let's say I want to create some scratches, so this will be part of our bump map. I don't know. Let's create something like that. We're gonna take a different brush. Let's see. Yeah, let's choose what I already chose, this one. Okay, and I'm gonna switch here to the, well, I'm gonna switch here to black, and I'm gonna press X to switch between them, so it will be white. And with that white, well, no, black, better black. I'm gonna, I don't know, I'm trying to create only black colored ones, but doesn't seem to. See, I'm creating this thing here that way. Okay, now I don't care that it's just creating a little bit too much. Maybe I need other brushes. I don't know, like that, maybe like so. so, like that, and like that. Okay, so this will be part of our bump map, I guess, and or just a texture. I don't care, whatever. Um, let's create something like that. I'm going to take a circle shape, ellipse tool. Let's see what I have else here. No, ellipse tool is okay. If you create a new layer here and you hold on the shift, you can create a, precise circle that way. Now with that precise circle, you want to put it here, okay? Hold on the Alt key, and this will create a copy of this. Now, I'm going to grab these both, and I'm going to copy them over here, okay? That way. Now, I'm going to take another ellipse. Let's create a new ellipse. I'm going to make it smaller this time, smaller than the other one. And let's change it to gray color. Okay. No, this is not the gray color. The fill should be here. Let's change it here to some sort of a dark gray, like so. And I'm going to put this in the middle of this. See? Alt and move it, copy this here. And then let's grab these two and move them here. Okay, something here is not precise, but well, what can I say? Let's leave it that way. So that's okay. I can now take, I don't know, so sort of let's flatten this. Let's merge all these. There are mosquitoes here. I'm going to take all this and merge shapes. Okay, I merged everything, but it looks like something has been missing. Wow, there's something is bothering me. Okay, these and these. Let's merge them. I don't know why the blacks are turning off. It's kind of weird. Let's resize them. Okay, and now what will happen if I'm gonna merge those? Merge layers. Alright, so I merged them after I read. It's like I have mosquitoes here that are bugging me. So yeah, with these, I'm gonna take a rectangular shape, like so. I'm gonna zoom in very much, like that, to one of these. I'm gonna create sort of a plus sign here, okay? Like that, okay? I'm gonna grab these two rectangulars, right click, rasterize layers, right click, merge layers. I'm gonna move this Alt and move this here. You can use the Shift or Control to, I don't know, ease the movement because it's snapping very quickly. So if you hold on Control, you have a little bit more sensitivity for it usually. Okay, or zoom in. And let's grab this one, copy it here. Okay, that's perfect. That's okay. We really don't need more than that. What I do need here is now create a new layer. Grab all this strip. This is the big, huge strip that goes to the entire side areas. So what I will do here is I have this new layer. I'm gonna use the same color here and simply Alt backspace to color this at the same color as here. But maybe, I don't know, maybe I want something else here. It really depends on you. Let's say we want some warning texture. Let's go over the web and take a warning, um, warning triangle. Okay, images. Let's find something nice, not something like these. Maybe, no, this is not good. Yeah, these are nice. Well, yeah, these are cool. Um, let's take this one. Let's move it. Okay, and let's put it here. Hopefully it's where it should be. I'm gonna drop it right away here because I don't need anything else. Now what I do need is to know which are the sections here. There are 4 sections here if you recall. So let's apply this. Oh, first let's apply this. Let's look at this. And I'm gonna zoom in here and put this on top, by the way. You need to put this at the top area, okay? And change the opacity, of course. So yeah, this is quite okay here, but it's taking the entire thing. It's not like we need it on the entire face here. So this is 1 section, this is 2 sections, this is 3. I'm gonna find this warning, okay, Control T. What I will do, I will put it only here, this area. Okay, click yes, that's good. Okay, we don't need more than that. We can turn this off. Let's create some more brush scratches alike. So let's choose this new layer here. Let's change it to black. Sort of black, you know. Now, again, I have sections here, so just be aware that you can create here this as a connection point, so it will look much more realistic if you're gonna do something such as this. Okay, so that way, I don't know, that way, that way. Maybe I want to change some colors like that, and I don't know, this doesn't look that bright as the other one. Let's turn this off. That. Maybe I'll scale this down and create some sort of a yeah, I'll just create dots that way. That. I need some more variety of okay, like that. Great. Maybe here some. I don't know, just create something which will look nice. No, this is stupid. Maybe cracks, or I don't know. I will need to take some texture and use them probably. Anyway, we have this part and that part. Now let's recall what those are. I think that I need this to be black as well because I don't really interested in something else than that. And these I can maybe use some vinyl kind of color. So I'm gonna mark this area like that. And I'm gonna create a new layer for it. And let's choose a vinyl sort of color like that. Right. Okay. Right. Alt and backspace to make this that way. I don't know. I'm not dying about this vinyl, but I don't want an ag sort of vinyl. Whatever. Okay, with that. And I think for the inner part here, I don't really need this. So I'm gonna try and take this area, okay, this with top of my palette here, the first template, the UV snapshot, and I'm gonna turn this into black. So let's do this. Well, not this, but I need this, okay, and that way. Okay, this is the template. So now I will turn everything here to the same color. I'm gonna take this whole area, okay, create a new layer, and let's turn this off. Let's choose this picking color, and with that layer selected, Alt backspace, oopsie, beneath this one, Alt backspace, and here you go. This match this color, I assume. Let's try in this one again. I want to make sure that it's really the same color. So I'm gonna redo this one. Okay, you can name them if you want. So let's assume that we finished here. I'm gonna go over File, Save As, and I'm gonna call it Button Texture. Okay, and let's save it as PNG. And let's save it on my desktop and click Save. Click OK. Let's go on and see this on inside Maya. Right click, assign new material, mental array, Maya material X, Maya material X1. Scroll back here to color checkered box, click File, click on this folder icon, desktop, and where is our PNG button texture PNG. Click Open, press 6, press 6, and here you go. We have our button. You see how this is a vinyl, the frame. We have this here. We have all the sides. But because the top and the bottom are sharing the same texture, it will look the same, but who cares? Okay. And this is flipped. So we always can come back here. Make sure you save these as, you know, as PSD, okay, as a Photoshop file. And if you make mistakes, you can always come back and fix it, right? It will also always will help you to generate a better, you know, I don't know, specular maps, normal maps, whatever. File, save as, again, button texture, I'm just giving it the same name, PNG, save, yes, replace, click OK, go back to Maya, switch back here. Well, I can delete these three. And go back to the color here and reload. There you go. Very simply, we made this. Now, the thing with the buttons is we just created a texture with buttons. Of course, you can do a lot more better job if you have some Photoshop skills, and as we match those UVs so we can create something that will flow like from here to here, you need to make sure that you make the same flow from here to here. Now, it really depends on how you organize your UVs, but at the overall, you will always be able to go back to the Photoshop and really fix some of the things. So let's say I know that right now this one and this one, right? If I'm going to go over my UV map here, I can see that I'm sharing these two here, and I'm not sure exactly where it's taking this black area from. This area here, I'm really not sure about that, but there probably something here. Let's see, this one is this one. Oh, we are talking about the top area here. Okay, so if I'm choosing this edge here, see this edge here, it shows me that this is the edge, and it really is connecting to that edge here. So this is flipped, okay? So I will need to create something in this area, I guess, or this area, black as here, to match this. But anyway, this is just the basics. At least you know how to create a press me button. Let's press 3. It's moved preview. I'm missing some edges here, I know that. So I'm gonna add them here now. Hopefully it won't mess up with my shape. I can't bevel it, so shift right click, slide edge tool to here. Let's grab this. Well, this is bad. It's bad to add those later on, but right now this is what we've got. And we do have some sort of problem here, which I'm not really understanding what's happening, but anyway. I really don't know where this black comes from. Maybe I missed something. Some edges here and there. I don't know what are these, where they come from. I'm probably missing something here. Something is messed up, and I don't quite know what it is. I'm a little bit bothered. Oh, I think I know. I think this entire thing, because I made this as black here in the center, this is what's causing this. So maybe I can come here and choose this entire thing, right? And I can switch to that color. Let's select that color. And I'm gonna, I don't know, I'm gonna use, let's see, yeah, that one, to color this entire thing. I can't do it. I'm gonna do this. I don't have much choice here, right? This is it. So, oh, I think I know what I've done. So I'm gonna delete this. Here you go. And I'm gonna save this. File saves as button texture. Once again, Anyway, it's fun. I mean, like, you see, problems appear and we are able to go around them, right? So overcome them. There you go. We don't have any problem there, and that looks awesome. Warning, and press me. It's moved preview, still looks good, and everything fine. Guys, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and share it with your friends. If you don't share it, I will come and smack you. I don't know. So have a good day. Bye.